You're looking to help to transform people's lives, right, with your lived experiences, with the knowledge that you've gained and the wisdom that you've gained from those experiences, but you feel like it's kind of going to waste. Hey guys, it's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First. I've helped hundreds of creative entrepreneurs and business owners to take back their free time, generate additional revenue, and celebrate while living that work from anywhere lifestyle through creating online courses and digital education. So I'm super excited that you guys are here. Say it with me. Done is better than perfect. Master one thing at a time. Practice makes better. And this has to work. Right? Let's get it. Peeps, it's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First, and today we're talking about when should you start charging for advice, okay? This is a topic that's, of course, near and dear to my heart because it has to do with teaching premium courses. Now, let me caveat this by saying, first of all, if you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like button, bell notification so you know when more episodes like this drop. We talk all things premium courses and building out your luxury coaching and mentorship brands, okay? Now, let me caveat this episode by starting off with the fact that you can charge for advice. Most people, when they first get started, you've been probably giving free advice. People come and ask you questions all the time about your knowledge, your expertise, your experience. Expertise, by the way, in case you don't know, I say this all the time, it just is a combination of what it is that you know, what you've studied, okay? Along with your lived experiences. And so it's just a combination of that. Expertise doesn't necessarily mean that you know all there is to know about everything, but you probably have people who keep coming to you for advice, asking you questions about some of your lived experiences, and they want to know how they can achieve results that you've achieved, something similar or something like that, right? And so I need to start this off. What's going on? Great morning. Hey, Sonia, it's good to see you on. Clifford, hello, hello. Hey, IG, good to see you as well. Again, if you're watching this on the Jump First Academy YouTube channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like button, bell notification so you know when more episodes like this drop and you can catch these gems, okay? So a lot of people have been asking you for advice. It's likely. Let me be the first one to tell you, maybe you've heard it before, but I'm going to tell you here, you can charge for the advice that you're giving. Now, when it comes to teaching versus giving advice, right, there's always this piece of hair that is like in my face, y'all. When it comes to teaching versus giving advice, those are two totally different things, okay? So the way that you're going to package to teach something to someone is different than how you are normally giving advice, all right? So shameless plug, jumpfirstacademy.org is where you want to go to learn more about packaging what you know into the format of courses. Now, let's get into this about when you should exactly start charging for the advice that you are given. I love it. Hey, girl, I love the energy in the building. When should you start charging for what it is that you know? There are two things and two reasons or two opportunities that come about when you'll know it's time for you to start charging. Now, let me tell you how I came to know this, because I always like to preface things with that. I think it's super important because then it kind of puts things into perspective. So the first way is a funny story, but not that funny, okay? And this later applied to my business. So I'm from the Northeast, all right? I grew up in Delaware. We love seafood. I love crabs. My family loves crabs, okay? So I grew up in this family. We love seafood, okay? We used to get crabs, have crab boils, all of those things. Everybody that I know, all of my friends, I love it. Sonia, you are with me. A crab hates to see me coming too, okay? So the Northeast, hey, Tasha and Lynn, it's good to see you. So growing up in the Northeast, all my friends, my family, like, I don't know a lot of people who don't like crabs, okay? Until I moved to Nashville, and that was a different story. They are landlocked, by the way, which I was so happy to get back to the Northeast for seafood. Like, all the time I would come back and go to Baltimore, right? And just grab my crabs because I was missing them so bad. And so I remember I was going on this long vacation. And I appreciate that, Tasha and Lynn. I was going on this long vacation and I had some crabs. I had like a dozen crabs. I ate a few and I had a bunch left over. And so I went to my sister and I was like, hey, You want these out of my fridge? Because, they spoil after a little bit of time. And so I was like, take these, She was like, yeah, I'm excited. Well, I come back from vacation and I find out she didn't even touch them. Okay. And so funny story, but not so funny. At that time, I was like thinking, man, I wish I had given them to someone who I knew was going to appreciate them. A lot of times people are, and let me know if this has been your experience with the people that you're giving advice to. We love them, okay, all day long. And we know that they come to us because they want an answer to something. And it's not that they're not serious about wanting or needing the advice, but a lot of times what happens is free goes unappreciated. Okay. So, and when I say unappreciated, I'm not saying that there's not a thank you or there's not a sense of appreciation, but a sense of appreciation in the concept or in the knowledge of not just taking the knowledge and having it, but actually doing something with it. Okay. So showing, results and getting results from the advice that you are giving. And so a lot of times we'll see people come back and repeat the same questions that they need answers to because they didn't take your advice. Okay. That's like the whole meaning by take the advice. They didn't take the advice and do something with it. They just kind of took it and absorbed it and that was it. Right. And said thank you and kept on going. Kind of like the crabs that I gave my sister. Okay. I mean, the crabs that you eat. If you are just joining me, please do not, okay, in the comments, because I already know how y'all get down YouTube. I love y'all so much. And thank you for being here. And so with that said, fast forward in my business, this started to happen as well. So the first reason, let me get into it, of when you know you should start charging for the advice that you're giving is when you're tired of giving free advice. You're tired of being asked the same questions over and over and over again, okay, by the same people over and over and over again, and you feel like your advice is not going appreciated. It's not appreciated in the sense that somebody's not taking the advice that you're giving them and moving themselves forward. You're looking to help to transform people's lives, right? With your lived experiences, with the knowledge that you've gained and the wisdom that you've gained from those experiences, but you feel like it's kind of going to waste, okay? Kind of like the story I just told about my sister and giving her the crabs before I went on vacation so that she could eat them, and she did not touch them. And I was like, oh, okay? And we love crabs, okay? So I was like so disappointed. It was funny, but it also wasn't funny. I felt away. Sonia says, baby, I didn't learn I'm only appreciated by people who give me money. That part, okay? Absolutely that part. So that brings me to the second part of when you know it's time for you to start charging for your advice. I had a mentor who told me very early on in my journey that people who pay attention. Okay, I didn't quite get it at the time. I just knew I should be charging something because I was tired of giving free advice to folks throughout my career, throughout my personal life, all of those things. And so I just started charging something. Now, here's what I have come to know, and I've added on to that since that mentor told me that is, here's the key, okay? Pro tip for your premium courses. People who pay more attention, okay? Very simply put, people who pay more attention, meaning they're taking the advice, not just advice, they're taking the things that you are teaching them. Remember I said earlier, there's a difference between just giving the advice and actually packaging it into a format that's gonna help people and teach people, okay, learn the lessons that you learned, help them skip the mistakes, all of those things, so that they can truly transform. So that's the second part, or the second when you know you should start charging, is that you are looking to go deeper with your folks, okay? You want to help them achieve transformation. You want to hold them by the hand, okay, if need be, as a mentor, as a coach, to guide them through a specific process so that they are not wasting the time that you wasted, okay, learning and making the mistakes that you made, and they are not wasting the money or the energy doing all of those things, okay, that are completely unnecessary. So when should you start charging? Number one, when you get tired of giving free advice. And number two, when you want to go deeper as far as the transformation that you provide for the people that you really want to work with. And so I learned this too with family members and friends. You know, it's always like when I first got started, I tried the thing, even though I had mentors tell me it doesn't really work out when you want to give family and friends discounts or you want to provide information for free. Yes, we're excited by the information. Our lives have been transformed by the information, okay, by what it is that we're doing. But your family members and friends aren't always at that stage. They're not always ready for what it is that you have to offer, nor is it, let's not say it's not valuable to them, but maybe at the time in their lives, okay, they're not where you are. They haven't experienced the things that you have experienced. And so I've learned through trial and error, mistakes, okay, energy and time spent, that you cannot force what you have on someone else. They come into that knowing on their own. In addition to that, I've also learned what my mentors meant about offering discounts and offering it for free. Family and friends, we love them. We want to see them excel. Okay. And I'm speaking from the heart here because I've been there. I've done it. I love my family. I love my friends. I have tried to give free advice, right? And free programs, right? Like, here's my program. Here's my course. You should take it. Like, do the thing. And they were excited. Some of them even asked for it. Okay. But when it came down to it, they didn't take action. They weren't ready. Okay, they didn't take the action on the information that they had right in front of them. And so what I also found was, in addition to feeling away, because what I do, I love what I do. I love to help people, right? So that was like my whole intention behind it. I wasn't looking for anything in return or any of that. I just love to help people. That's my heart. And so in addition to them not taking the action, guess what? It hurt me to my core. They went and paid somebody else. Y'all get what I'm saying, okay? If you're not charging for what it is that you know, and you're not charging for what you could be teaching, trust and believe that the people you're supposed to be serving are paying somebody else, okay? So the people that I had given this information to, that I had given my heart to, that I had given my programs to, complimentary, okay, and even at a discount, guess what? They didn't take action, and they paid another coach, another mentor for their programs and their services. Okay, when I tell you hurt piece, okay, now today that wouldn't bother me whatsoever because I'm not in that space where I'm offering what I have to offer for free anymore, okay, to anybody, because I know the value of charging for what it is that I have, okay? And the same for you. Your unique experiences, your unique knowledge, if you truly want to make an impact on somebody else's life, if you truly want to help somebody transform, do yourself a favor and do them a favor. Charge, okay? Put a price point on it. I promise you, when people pay, they pay attention. And when people pay more, they pay more attention, okay? So this is why I go so hard for premium programs and pricing. The premium is not just on the price tag. It's not just on the value. Premium is on that transformation that you are helping somebody else get, okay? So avoid the mistakes that I made, avoid the extra energy and time and lost money, okay, to be honest, all right, and just put a price tag on your knowledge, your experiences, and package it though in a way. Yes, you can charge for advice, but there's a difference between the way that you package advice and the way that you package what you're teaching to somebody else to help them transform. So if you're interested in learning how to package what you know into the format of a course, something that somebody can take bite-sized steps, okay, toward the transformation that they are looking to achieve, go to jumpfirstacademy.org to get started. There's a free training there. It'll take you less than 30 minutes to go through it. There are resources available as well. There are free resources as well as paid resources. It's all about you and your journey and which direction you want to go. But I made sure that you're not just consuming information when you get to jumpfirstacademy.org, okay? It's not just information over there. It's actionable items and steps that are going to help you get the information that you have in your head onto paper, package it into something that somebody else can use to get transformation. We talk pricing, all those things, okay, to help you really move forward. That's important. For me this year, I feel like 2024, and I've said this before, 2024 for a lot of folks, including myself in some aspects, was about preparation, okay, for what's next. This year is about action. It's about implementation. It's about execution. You gotta move your ideas forward. It's time to stop sitting on them. Okay. Again, jumpfirstacademy.org is where you want to go to get started. I love y'all so much. What's up, Tasha and Lynn? Thank you again. I appreciate you being here. If you're watching this on the Jump First Academy YouTube channel, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like button, bell notification so you know when more episodes like this drop. Okay, I get so excited about this part. I love hanging out with y'all live. Also, make sure that you send this to someone who can use it on today, someone who has been giving advice, who's getting a little bit tired, a little bit weary of saying the same thing over and over and over again, and are looking for a way to really package what it is is that they know to get it out into the world. Texas Peach says, unbelievable. Okay, some things in life are unbelievable. But then I've learned, you know, my grandmother used to say, my mom, my aunties, they always say, believe it. Okay, unbelievable. Believe it, because things happen all the time. But I appreciate y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Thank you for hanging out with me on today. Again, jumpfirstacademy.org is where you want to go in order to get started. Other than that, I'm out of here. Have an amazing rest of your Tuesday, and I'll see y'all back here tomorrow. Bye.